Right then, this is Sharky from SHAR-KADE. Now today I'm going to show off this Rick and Morty custom 32-inch bar top. Now this is one of our high-end Hyperspin setups. It comes with a Ryzen 5 CPU, 16 gig of DDR4 RAM, 120 gig SSD and an RTX 3060 graphics card. Now it's meant to be one of our 24 terabyte Hyperspin builds, but the customer upgraded to some extra space. So there is 32 terabytes inside this unit. Now it has our 24 terabyte Hyperspin build on the system and that extra space. Usually we have a 16 terabyte build inside drive with an 8 terabyte add-on drive, but there's two 16 terabyte drives in this unit. Now what I'll do is I'll start on the left hand side. The lighting doesn't do this unit justice in this shop, but the colours are so vibrant and colourful. The artwork is printed to the highest possible quality and vectored to the highest possible quality. You have all those nice beautiful colours in there on that left hand artwork. Now I custom design all these myself. I get images from Google and then I enhance those images, edit them and rearrange everything on the cabinets to look like this. Now this control panel, I really love what's going on the control panel. We have that pink trim going across the top there. We have Morty on the left hand side there wrestling with an alien. And we have Jerry in the front there. And all this has been edited out as well. The river has all been edited in from the background image because I believe there was a ship there originally. And then we have Rick on the right hand side there. And then that portal over on that right hand side there. And we have Pickle Rick all the way through the center art. And then underneath the marquee there. And as for the custom dust covers, we have the gun portal there for the dust covers. And we've added these nice purple bowl tops for the unit, just for the nice theme of the unit. The lighting really doesn't do it justice. I will leave a link below to the actual images of this unit. I always take high quality images of new designs. So you'll really see the colours, the vibrant colours of this unit. We have pink trim going around the arcade itself. And then just the marquee, nice simple black background with that Rick and Morty logo there and those LEDs just glowing nicely. I've just got them set to green for the moment and it just really stands out on that marquee. Now over to the right hand side, we have a different style of that image on the left. So we have Morty there, Rick and Pickle Rick there. And over to the top, we have those speaker grills with the portal. Now I didn't want to put any holes in the portal and stuff like that to allow the sound to travel through. So just on the sides there, we have some nice grooves, some nice gaps in on the sides of that acrylic. So that sound can travel through nicely. And then same with the fan grill, but on the fan grill we've made an extra larger slot for the airflow to come through nicely. Now then, I was a bit worried about doing the fan grill like that, is because obviously you need some airflow, you need a lot of room for the air to flow. But I've done some tests and temperature tests and benchmark tests on the games, and the temperature's stable as standard. So, I mean, it works really well. It also draws air in from the top. It actually draws air in from the top, cools the motherboard and graphics card, and then exhausts all that hot air out of those sides of that custom grill. So it's worked out nicely, and it looks really smart on there with that portal on the back. So I usually do an in-depth run through the systems. I'm not going to go too deep into the systems of this unit. The unit does come with 2 Xbox 360 controllers, this version. These are new Xbox controllers. The other ones I couldn't get hold of, so I've had to update these ones. They've got a really nice feel to them, nice quality looking controller. The units do come with a keyboard and mouse. We have done some updates on the systems in games as well. TeknoParrot's had an update on the system. House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn. You've got next gen titles if we just go through the menu there. So we have a PS5 collection. We also have a Nintendo Switch collection. Quite large collection of Nintendo Switch there. We have the PC fighting games, then we have PC games, which is standard on our 8TB drives. Then we have the PC Plus games, which come with our 16TB build. So we have a ton of next-gen titles there. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Attack on Titans. We have Crash Bandicoot 4, Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5. Far Cry 6 is on there, but that's part of the 24TB add-on. Let's head down. We have Marvel's Spider-Man. The new release for the PC, Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Stray on here. We have Mortal Kombat 11. So if you're really into the next-gen fighting games and next-gen titles, these units are perfect. They've got high-end gaming PCs inside them, and they have a ton of just every possible game you can imagine. We are starting to build a 32TB build. That is coming along slowly. Obviously, we're waiting for new titles to be released and stuff like that to further add to the system. And fill in, I think it's around 8TB. Fill in 8TB of stuff does take a while. Some next gen titles do come around 100 gig, so that space can easily fill up quite quick. But I reckon about a year, and that'll be filled. So let's head down. We have Rage 2, we have Resident Evil collections, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village. There's so many next-gen titles on here. There's Shadow Warrior 3, and so much more. House of the Dead remake, and so on and so on. Now then, like I say, we have a PC Games mod collection. So in there we have some of the PC games that are already on the system. We have mods that load up. Now I've wrote some scripts to load in the mods, delete the mods after the game exits, so it doesn't conflict with the games in the PC games collection, because these are linked to those games as well. We have Resident Evil 2 mods, Resident Evil 3 mods, so you have character mods and stuff like that. We have Batman Sifu, so you can load that up with that mod, and Batman will be your main character. Same with Bruce Lee. We have the Bruce Lee version. We have Dragon Ball Z Goku. We have Luffy from One Piece. We have Spider-Man. We have Kami from Street Fighter. Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Ryu, and so on. Like I say, these units aren't cheap. They have high-end gaming PCs inside. They come with large hard drives. So a unit like this, you're looking at around 3,400 plus. This one obviously was upgraded as well, so it had the 16TB, the extra 16TB add-on drive. So you look at the 32TB drive, sorry. So this unit, you're looking at around 3,400 for the system itself. I will have some pricing up on the website. I'm going to start adding this new design, obviously, and then I'll start adding the extra add-on drives, because games are getting larger. The 24TB drive is practically full. So we're moving on with 32 terabyte. It'd be worth getting the 32 terabytes worth of space, because once we start getting these live streams done, there is going to be tutorials how to add your own stuff, and you'll be able to access and go ahead and get new titles for the system yourself, rather than just relying on me or being charged by me to set up new games, and so on and so on and so on. So that's it for the Rick and Morty cabinet. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment below as well. That sort of helps when it comes to getting this video seen. More people that see my video as well, so share the hell out of it. More people that see them, more people that order. Does get me quite a lot of orders in, and we are seriously busy. The build lead time is getting more and more, just because there's been such a large influx of orders. If you have seen D. Thomas's videos, he's been banging out some really quality videos and reviewing the unit. So that's also been sparking orders. People have seen his content come to me and ordered in. So yeah, it seems to be my videos are getting seen a bit more. I haven't been doing a lot of video content like this, a higher quality stuff, is just because I've been so busy. We have been flat out with work. We had a few delays in builds and stuff like that, issues, as most businesses do. You have issues with machines and stuff, and you've got to replace those machines or get them fixed. But things have been cracking on. We've been building a few units a week. Then we have the SHAR-KADE shooter. We've been doing a ton of work on that SHAR-KADE shooter. Rebuilt the drive, so the original customer for the first build will be getting an updated drive free of charge from me. I'll be sending that out to him. It'll be full recoil. You'll have the display working on some of those games. You'll have simulated recoil for a lot of the games, and then the true full recoil on some of the titles as well. Someone asked us how many games on there. I still don't know at the moment. I think there's around 200 plus titles on that shooting system. There's a couple of games that I wish to have on there that I haven't been able to set up with those guns correctly. I think it's House of the Dead remake and stuff like that, but I think someone else has got getting those games working correctly. So I'm going to contact those and see if they can help us out, get those guns configured right with those games. But there's tons of titles on there, House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn, and so on, and loads of other stuff. Also, there's going to be the Aliens Armageddon added to the drive, ready for when it's non-Patreon. It can be put online and put on Patreon. Don't recommend keeping the units online. But there is backup software on there to even clone your hard drive. Put the unit online, doesn't matter, you've got a clone, a backup of your drive if anything does go wrong. And that's what these units do have. These units have Macrum. Now, if you're a bit IT tech savvy and you're able to add drives to your system and stuff like that, you can open up these machines. You can plug in a spare 16 terabyte drive, clone the full drive over, then you've always got a backup. And you can back up your SSD, your OS SSD, and they can back that up. Keep a spare drive aside. Don't ever have to contact me again. If something seriously went wrong with the system, you can just restore the drive yourself. I do recommend you always back up your drives. I have about 6 or 7 backups of my system. It always comes in handy because drives can fail. So yeah, you have all the software necessary on there. You have Photoshop on these systems to edit and create your own wheel art and media and so on. There's tons of stuff on there. Once you've got your machine, or you've purchased a machine or ordered a machine from SHAR-KADE, I do recommend you go ahead. I'll leave a link below, but do not attempt to join if you're not a SHAR-KADE owner, or if you haven't made a purchase from SHAR-KADE. Is a SHAR-KADE Owners Network. Now we are going to start doing some live streams to do simple fixes. Any issues customers have, we can do it in a live stream and fix it live. That way everyone's up to date. So you can join that group. I'm always posting up new links for new stuff and how-tos and stuff like that, and more's to come. I've been really busy at the moment, so it's been slowing down a little on the group from my end, but there is some customers on there that know what they're doing and have an idea of how to fix certain things. Also, I posted up links of certain errors that you may come across, simple fixes for those as videos on there. Customers, instead of me having to answer every customer, some of my customers can easily redirect you to a video or a link and etc. because they've had that issue before or know of that issue and know of that video. And that's it really. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, do share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media platform. Just share the hell out of me videos. It does help us get orders, and it keeps money in my pocket, keeps me building these cool machines. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch us in the next one. Bye.